Breaking news out of Houston, Battle Red Nation. The air in NRG Stadium feels heavier than usual, with the Texans staring down a gauntlet of injuries just before locking horns with the Jaguars in Week 10. Whispers from the locker room paint a picture of resilience tested, a defense that's been the backbone of this young team's surprising rise, now battered and bruised. Fans, you know that pit in your stomach when the hits keep coming. It's real, it's raw, and it's got everyone from the coaching staff to the diehards in the stands holding their breath. If you're part of this crew, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and join the conversation. This community runs on real fans like you. But here's the revelation that's sending shockwaves through the secondary. The Texans are elevating veteran defensive back Myles Bryant from the practice squad for the third time this season, stepping into the breach left by a concussion sidelining key nickel Jalen Pitre. Bryant's not just a fill-in, he's a versatile warrior who's played at all nickel safety outside corner, bringing 6 years of NFL grit to a unit that's already weathered cuts and trades. Imagine the scene, D'Amico Ryans, that steady presence on the sideline barking adjustments as the practice squad doors swing open, pulling in a player who's familiar territory for Houston after his second season here. Let's rewind a bit. The Texans' back-end has been a revolving door lately. They shipped out C.J. Gardner-Johnson, that fiery offseason acquisition, only to see him bounce to the Ravens' practice squad and now suit up for the Bears, in his place. M.J. Stewart, the former Bucs second-rounder from 2018 who's been holding down the fort. But with Pitre out, man, that concussion is a gut punch, the depth chart's thinning fast. Enter Bryant, undrafted out of UMass back in 2020 with the Patriots, where he carved out a niche with 214 tackles, 4 picks, 3 forced fumbles, even a couple of sacks. He's no stranger to proving himself, bouncing around, but in Houston, he's home. Ryan's the head man who's turned this defense into the league's top scoring unit, knows exactly what Bryant brings. Versatile isn't just coach speak, it's Bryant's superpower. Against Jacksonville, expect the base 4-3 to dominate, but when the nickel packages roll out, Bryant's sliding in seamlessly. Trevor Lawrence, that Jaguars gunslinger, loves to exploit slots. Could Bryant be the weak link or the lockdown answer? The tension's thick, fans. The Texans rank first overall in defense, 4th against the pass, but attrition's a silent killer. Rookie Jalen Smith just hit IR, adding to the pileup. And it's not just the secondary reeling. Up front, offensive linemen Ed Ingram and Titus Howard are nursing knocks, forcing Blake Fisher and Juice Scruggs into the lineup. Kicker Cami Fairbairn's sideline too, with vet Matthew Wright, ex-Jaguars, fittingly slotted in to handle the boot. But the thunderclap. Quarterback C.J. Stroud, the phenom who's lit up this league, is out. Davis Mills steps in, steady but not spectacular, and you can feel the shift in the huddle. Battle Red Nation, this is your team fighting through the fire, piecing together a puzzle with duct tape and determination. Ryan's voice echoes in post-practice huddles. We adapt, we overcome. It's that South Alabama grit he carries, the same that made him a tackling machine for the Texans as a player. Now as coach, he's weaving this narrative of unity. Bryant's elevation isn't a desperation move. It's calculated, drawing on a player who knows the scheme inside out. Picture the film room late nights, Bryant breaking down tape, syncing with the crew. The secondary's held strong since ditching Gardner-Johnson, opponents averaging under 20 points, but can it last with these hits? Fans remember the spark last season, Stroud's rookie magic, Will Anderson's sacks, that playoff push. This year's been a roller coaster, but the core's unbreakable. Bryant's story fits right in, undrafted, overlooked, now rising when it counts. As the Jaguars loom, Houston's not backing down, they're reloading in real time. The energy in practice, electric, charged with that underdog fire Texans fans crave. From the tailgates to the threads online, the conversation's buzzing. Can Bryant deliver? Will the D bend or break? Deeper dive, Bryant's Pats days were battles in crowded secondaries, learning from legends, honing that nickel instinct. Here with Houston, he's meshed quick, second season, already trusted for these call-ups. Third time this year means the staff believes. Pitter's absence stings, he's the coverage wizard, the playmaker. But Bryant's got the tools, quick feet, ball skills, that veteran poise. Against Jacksonville's spread attack, it'll be chess. Lawrence probing, Ryan's countering. The Texans' front four, led by Anderson and Jonathan Greenard, will pin ears back, giving the back end breathing room. Injury bugs bit hard, Stroud's absence, a narrative shift. Mills knows the system, but expectations soar with this kid QB. The O-line shuffles could protect him, but Howard's anchor, his loss ripples. Fairbairn's legs been money, Wright's a wild card, but clutch and pinches. Through it all, Ryan's projects calm, that linebacker mentality translating to the headset. Next man up isn't cliche here, it's doctrine. Battle Red faithful, this shuffle's testing the depth, but it's forging something tougher. As Week 10 dawns, Houston's story's far from over. Bryant's elevation is the spark in the storm, a reminder that football's about who answers the bell. From the practice fields to the primetime lights, the Texans grind on, hearts pounding in unison with their fans. Expanding on this, let's talk impact. Bryant's versatility shines in sub-packages. Jacksonville's no-run stuff will test it early. Lawrence has weapons, Ridley, Engram, Jones, but Houston's pass rush disrupts. Since cutting Gardner-Johnson, the secondary's gelled, Stewart steady, crease, Boyd's lurking, now Bryant's the X-factor. Attrition's real though. If Stewart or Bryant falters, Lawrence feasts, but Ryan's scheme, adaptive, aggressive. Corners press, safes rotate, Bryant's fit like a glove. Rookie moves add layers. They cut undrafted Elijah Huzzie earlier, slotted in Damon Arnett, ex-Raiders first-rounder, controversial but talented, then re-signed Huzzie to the practice squad post-waivers. Huzzie out of North Carolina, activated from NFI November 5, hasn't played yet but adds depth insurance. It's wheel spinning but necessary, waivers cleared quick, showing no one's biting on these young guns amid injuries. Stroud's injury dominates headlines, but the secondary's the silent crisis. Pitter's concussion protocol's no joke, brain health's priority. His picks strips, he's electric. Bryant's career modest but solid. With Pats he notched starts in 22 interceptions in big spots. Houston signed him post-2023, valuing that slot savvy. Third elevation screams confidence, could lead to 53-man permanence if he balls out. Offense adapts sans Stroud. Mills' arms accurate but decision-making under pressure, key. O-line tweaks, Fisher's raw, Scruggs gritty, Thale battle Jacksonville's edge. Wright's kicking, he's 80% career but against a divisional foe every field goal counts. Texans lead AFC South but Jaguars lurk, win this, momentum surges. Ryan's leadership, gold. From his 2006 draft to Houston icon, now coach at 40, he's building winners. Culture of toughness, he says. Post-Panthers win, he praised the fight, now it's embody that. Fans see it, defensive rankings elite, turnovers forced, points allowed minimal. Battle Red pride swells, NRG's roar awaits. Community angle, Texans fans uree the heartbeat. From Houston's diverse streets to global outposts, Battle Red unites. Online forums dissect these moves, Aaron Wilson's scoops fuel the fire. Subscribe, engage, your takes shape the narrative. This shuffle, not defeat, evolution. Bryant's call-up symbolizes resilience, mirroring the fan bases. Looking ahead, if Bryant locks down, secondary stabilizes. Stewart's veteran savvy complements, Duke could stifle Lawrence. Deeper injuries, monitor IR, but Ryan's depth building pays off. Stroud's return looms, fuel for the fire. Week 10's pivotal upset the Jags, solidify contender status. Historical echo, Texans 2023 breakout, Stroud's poise, Ryan's schemes echoes now. Injuries test metal but overcomes define legacies. Bryant's journey, UDFA to contributor, now potential savior. Fans feel that surge, it's Houston football, grit over glamour. Conclude reflective, as cannons aren't firing here but Battle Red burns bright. Through shuffles, setbacks, the Texans rise. Bryant's in, teams united, nations watching. Win or learn but never quit. Hit like, subscribe, join the ride. This is your team, Battle Red Nation. The story continues, fierce and unyielding.